Imagine standing on a battlefield, miles from home, exhausted, hungry, and cold. In your pack is not a hot meal, not fresh bread, but a ration designed not for taste, but for survival. These rations, often strange, unappetizing, or ingenious, fueled soldiers through wars, shaped military strategy, and left behind stories few of us know today. In this video, we uncover the forgotten military rations from hardtack and salt pork to chocolate bars designed to withstand a flamethrower. Some of these meals may surprise you. Others may make you cringe. But all tell the story of survival in war. Introduction: military rations are not just food. They are strategy, morale, and survival condensed into a tin, a packet, or a brick. What soldiers ate often determined how long they could march, how strong they could fight, and even how wars were remembered. Today, many of these rations are forgotten, replaced by modern MREs, meals ready to eat. But in the pages of history, they reveal a fascinating story. So let us travel through time, war by war, to rediscover the forgotten rations that kept armies moving. 1. Hardtack: Revolutionary War and Civil War, the most infamous ration of all hardtack. Soldiers in the Revolutionary War and the Civil War carried square biscuits of flour, water, and sometimes salt. Baked until rock hard, they could last years without spoiling. Imagine biting into something so tough that soldiers joked it could break teeth. Many soaked hardtack in coffee or water to soften it. Others smashed it with rifle butts just to make it edible. Some Civil War letters even mention worms inside the hardtack, but soldiers ate it anyway, because hunger left no choice. Salt pork: alongside hardtack came salt pork, a chunk of pork preserved in heavy salt. Salty, greasy, and often rancid, it was a staple for Civil War soldiers. Boiled or fried with whatever scraps they could find, salt pork gave protein and fat, but little enjoyment. Yet it was portable and lasted long in harsh conditions. 3. Desiccated vegetables: known among Union soldiers as desecrated vegetables, this ration was a pressed brick of dried carrots, turnips, beets, and cabbage. When boiled in water, it produced a thin, bitter soup. Soldiers despised it, calling it tasteless and unappetizing. Still, it provided crucial vitamins and prevented scurvy. For coffee beans: Civil War for Union soldiers, coffee was the lifeline. Green coffee beans were roasted in pans and brewed on the battlefield. Letters reveal that soldiers would march long distances just to get their coffee. It boosted morale, warmed them in the cold, and gave comfort in chaos. 5. Bully beef: canned corned beef, Boer War, and WWI. By the late 19th and early 20th century, canned rations were introduced. Bully beef, or canned corned beef, was issued to British troops in the Boer War and World War I. It was greasy, salty, and often unappetizing when eaten cold. Soldiers would mix it with biscuits or stew it with vegetables when possible. 6. Trench rations: World War I. American soldiers in World War I received trench rations, cans of beef, beans, or stew, packed in crates. These were heavy, bulky, and not always practical in battle. Soldiers often relied on emergency iron rations instead. 7. The Iron Ration: World War I. The U.S. Army's Iron Ration was an emergency pack. A can of beef, packets of biscuits, and chocolate. It was designed for survival when supplies were cut off. Not tasty, but life-saving in desperate conditions. 8. Trench cake: homefront support often sent soldiers treats. Trench cake was a dense fruit cake made without eggs or butter, designed to last weeks. Mothers and wives baked it at home and shipped it overseas. For soldiers, a slice of trench cake was a reminder of love and home. 9. Ration chocolate: World War II. In World War II, Hershey was asked to create a survival chocolate bar. The result was the Ration bar. Dense, bitter, and designed not to melt in heat. It was so hard soldiers had to shave pieces off with knives. Hershey called it a survival food, not a treat. 10. Rations: World War II. Portable and lightweight, rations were packed in 3 daily meals: breakfast, dinner, and supper. They included biscuits, canned meat, powdered drinks, gum, and even cigarettes. Soldiers found them monotonous, but better than nothing in combat. 11. Rations: World War II. In Korea, the canned ration was bulkier, but provided hot meals when heated. Menus included beans with pork, meat stew, or even spaghetti. While heavier to carry, soldiers appreciated the warmth of a hot meal on cold nights. 12. Spam. World War II. Spam became legendary during World War II. Easy to ship, long-lasting, and versatile, it fed American troops and was also supplied to allies. In Hawaii, the Philippines, and beyond, Spam became part of local cuisines thanks to its wartime presence. 13. Cigarette packs. World War II rations. Strangely enough, rations often included cigarettes. They were considered essential for morale. Companies like Lucky Strike and Camel shipped millions of cigarettes in ration kits, tying smoking closely with military life. 14. Halazone tablets. World War II. Not a food, but vital. Halazone tablets, purified water. Soldiers used them to make questionable water safe to drink. The taste was chemical, but the tablets saved countless lives from disease. 15. Emergency lifeboat rations. World War II and Cold War for sailors and pilots. Lifeboat rations included hard biscuits, sugar tablets, and vitamin-rich candies. These could last years sealed in tins, designed only to keep survivors alive until rescue. 16. Long-range patrol rations. Vietnam War. Known as LRP rations or LRPs. These were freeze-dried meals carried by troops in Vietnam. Lightweight and easy to prepare with hot water, they were considered superior to bulky canned rations. Soldiers even traded for them. 17. Jungle rations. World War II developed for tropical conditions. Jungle rations were lightweight, with rice, dried meat, and fruit. But due to cost, they were discontinued, leaving soldiers to carry heavier rations not suited for jungle warfare. 18. Type C for rations. Cold War era. In the Cold War years, C for rations modernized with canned cheese, crackers, and instant coffee.
Ow.
They were a bridge between old canned meals and the modern MRE. 19. First MREs. 1980s. The first true meals ready to eat debuted in the 1980s, packed in plastic pouches. They included entrees, desserts, instant drinks, and heaters. Early reviews were rough. Many soldiers disliked the taste. Nicknames like meals rejected by everyone stuck. 20. Forgotten field innovations. Beyond official rations, soldiers often improvised, mixing coffee with cocoa, frying Spam with biscuits, or creating field stews from scraps. These small acts of creativity kept morale alive in the toughest times. Reflection. From hardtack to Spam, from bitter chocolate bars to freeze-dried LRPs, military rations show how necessity shapes food. They tell us about supply lines, technology, and the resilience of soldiers who endured hunger, monotony, and even worms in their bread just to keep marching. Most of these rations are gone now, replaced by sleek MREs, but in their time, they carried the weight of history. Which of these forgotten military rations would you try or avoid at all costs? Would you taste trench cake or dare to bite into a ration bar? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this journey into the strange, gritty, and fascinating world of food history, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another story from the past.